Hi, my name is Neil Mckinney, and I am a junior at Oakwood, and I am the owner of MVP 242 photography business, and I'm an entrepreneur. When I wanted to start my business, it took a long time. A lot of people think I just came to school and I was like, oh yeah, I want to do this. No, it 5 or 6 years of me just taking pictures for my friends, having fun. Back in Lancaster, in Boston, that's where I started really just laying the groundwork for what I didn't realize at the time was going to become my dream job. Once I got to school and I realized how many people on campus could be models, and I was like, everybody can be a model. Everybody on this campus is always well dressed, and I just felt like it would be a good opportunity for me to really try and start. And then I just bought a camera and then started my business. Some early obstacles that I faced was definitely financial. My parents ain't millionaires, and even if they were, they're Caribbean people, so they're not gonna put that kind of money down to go buy a camera. And I'm one of 3 kids, so their priority is making sure we have food and clothes and making sure we go to school and stuff like that. Dreams are and it sounds bad, but dreams are almost secondary. Its priority is getting yourself in a situation where you can take care of yourself. So my parents weren't focused on that. So I didn't have any financial support in that way. And I was like, how am I gonna do this? The first time I bought my first camera, my mom hired me to work for her, and I just saved every penny I had. I didn't have no bills, so I just saved every penny I got, put down on a little T3i, and then that was it. This time, I'm in college. I mean, it's a lot. Things are happening in a different way, and I don't have as much money or access to money. And I was like, man, I really want to do this, and I know the level of cameras, it's expensive. The higher in quality you go, the more expensive it's going to be. And the pandemic hit, and I was old enough to get a stimulus check, and I was working for my dad at the time. And so between the stimulus check and working for my dad, I was able to pay for the camera that I wanted. God literally just set me up in such a way where I was able to get the camera. And then that was the first obstacle. Then just getting to school and getting people to notice my work, to get it to the point where people say, I want to pay you to be my photographer. I want to pay you for my graduation pictures. I want to pay you for whatever. That was hard because people have to trust you. And it's not easy to get people to trust you. As a small business, it's not easy. Any little thing, and somebody's like, I could go with somebody else. And we had 4 or 5 photographers on the campus back then. Now we probably have more. So it was competitive, and I didn't really know anybody. So I think once I got my first model, everybody's like, oh, you do pictures. I'm like, yeah, I do pictures. But it was still slow. But now it's crazy, to be honest. I'll reach out to people on Instagram, and now Instagram buries all of your DMs or whatever. So sometimes a girl might get it, sometimes they might not. If they have a large following, usually they will not get it. But I still attempt. I'm sending messages all week to people, random people in Huntsville, girls who are models, girls who aren't models, but they look like they could be models, guys who are models, who could be models. All week I'm just doing that. And 99% of the time, I'm not getting a message back. And it's not because people don't want to, they just don't see it. So it's becoming a lot more difficult to reach out to people. When I do get to meet people, I build real connections with them, real friendships with them, because then it's just 2 people looking for an opportunity, and you almost need one another. So it's usually a model that needs a photographer, or whatever the case may be. Somebody who didn't know they wanted to be a model, but now realize, hey, maybe I could do it. My biggest piece of advice I would give to any entrepreneur would be put God first. Sometimes as business owners, especially small business owners, we feel like everything has to be on our shoulders. Everything is on me. I have to get it out the mud. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And all of that's great. But when you have that mentality, sometimes you can feel you know, as of recent, we've been talking about mental health a lot more in society. Mentally, you're gonna kill yourself. Like, you're literally weighing yourself down with all of this stress. But when you realize that you're not in control of anything besides what you are in control of, then the rest is left up to God. People noticing your work, that's up to God. People respecting your work, that's up to God. People wanting to work with you, book you, like, all of this is up to God, because at the end of the day, I could put together a million photo shoots and that doesn't mean everybody's gonna like it. Creativity, all of these things are not gonna just come out of nowhere. My mind working in the way that it does to make things happen is not gonna happen without God sparking it every morning. So putting God first is, to me, the biggest thing.